Good morning, everybody. I hope that you slept well. I know that I did. It's always nice to know that I woke up in the same place that I fell asleep. That's a very comforting thought. It's also only possible on the stationary flat Earth. Anyway, I wanted to debunk this Vsauce video, so let's have a listen and then we'll get to the debunking.
It might seem flat over short distances, but over longer ones, well, the Earth is pretty darn curvy. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge connecting Staten Island and Brooklyn had to be designed with Earth's roundness in mind. Its two towers, separated by 1,300 meters and perfectly vertical, are nonetheless 41 millimeters further apart at the top than at the bottom because of Earth's curvature.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there, Mr. Vsauce. Let's just see about these claims he made. Well, first of all, let's actually pull out the calculator. He said that these towers are 3,900 meters apart. So if I look at, come on now, if I look at Google, I convert that into miles. These towers are 2.4 miles away. And so I can pull out my calculator and go 2.4 times 2.4. That's the mile squared times 8 inches for every mile squared. And we have a drop of 46.08 inches. If I divide that by 12, I'll convert it into feet. So we've got a drop of 3.8 feet. That's less than 4 feet. Let's just keep that in mind. 3.8 feet. Okay? Now, take a look at this screenshot I took here. He said that these towers are vertical, so he drew 90 degrees in, right angles in with these towers. But he also argued that they are further away at the top from each other than at the bottom, which would seem like an oxymoron, but I guess in the globe Earth logic, or the globe theory logic, if the Earth is curved, then this part might be straight up and down on this part of the curve, but on this part of the curve, this one's also straight up and down, even though due to the curve they're leaning away from each other. Okay, so that's one claim that he made. The second claim he made was that this bridge was built with Earth's roundness in mind. Well, let's just see about that. In Microsoft Paint, I've got this wonderful little tool here called the line. And what I can do is, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to size it down for us. And just a little tip, if you are trying to draw a line and you just click and drag, you can draw it in any direction. But if you hold down the Shift key, you can turn it into a 45 or a 90 degree perfectly straight. It'll lock on to one of those angles wherever you're dragging from. So I'm going to bring it over and watch. I'm going to hold Shift and okay, it snaps up. There we go. We know that our line is flat. I'm going to drag it all the way across the image. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line, I'm going to drag it up to the horizon. And you can see just a little bit of water left on top of the line right there. That little bit of water is flat all the way across. So I hope that demonstrates to you that this horizon is indeed flat. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag the line up to the horizon itself. And now you can see, if I step back a bit, you can see that the horizon is indeed very flat. So this kind of destroys both of those claims that Vsauce made at once. First of all, he said that this is 90 degrees, and he said that this is 90 degrees, but that these towers are leaning away from each other. That's bad math, man. That's just horrible. It's straight up not true. Both of those things can't be true at the same time. If this tower is leaning away from this tower, and if this line is flat that they're built on, that's not 90 degrees. It's going to be bigger than 90 degrees, and this is going to be bigger than 90 degrees, because they're leaning away from each other. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm going to take this line here, and I'm going to bring it up to the bridge, right to the middle there, and let's see what happens when I follow it off to one side. The bridge curves down, the line stays flat. The bridge curves down, and the line stays flat. So in other words, this bridge is indeed built with a curve in mind, but it isn't built with Earth's roundness in mind. Now remember what I said before, the total curvature that we should be experiencing in this 2.4 mile distance is about 3.8 feet. So if I come back to this image, if I, let's see, what should I do? If I bring the bridge down maybe to where it touches on the points at the end there, what do you think? Does this look like about 4 feet to you, 3.8 feet? I mean, judging by the size of these ships and the distance away, I'd say maybe 4 feet is closer to a pixel or two on my screen. But this gap is far greater. So if these engineers were actually building the bridge with the Earth's curvature in mind, they overshot like crazy, because the bridge should have actually been much closer to a straight line. And then what Vsauce could have done was he could have taken, you know, the image of a relatively flat-looking bridge and then said, look, it's proof that the Earth is round. Because that's what they do anyways, is they always take a picture of a flat horizon and they say, I see curvature, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Let's just get another look at that right here one more time real quick. Flat horizon, flat line, curved bridge. Thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.